We've experienced some cold temperatures lately, and it's only getting colder. With the winter months still ahead of us, I looked into a warming shelter right here in our community to help those that don't have a place to get out of the cold.
This gives me hope. This gives me faith in humanity again.
This is Tara Tracy. She's a volunteer at the Refuge Warming Shelter at the First Congregational United Church of Christ in Pocatello. She helps people like herself check into the warming shelter when they need a place to go and get warm. But she also says the warming shelter has helped her.
It's helped me keep me safe several nights out of the week, out of dangerous situations, out of the weather. It keeps me out of my depression state because helping people helps myself. And so by doing that and giving back to the community, it helps me and blesses me.
She says the warming shelter has made her a better person.
I have utilized the volunteering to help myself and to become a better person for the community and for the members, by giving them hope and giving them strength and, utilizing it.
Pastor Star Reardon says they started the warming shelter about 5 years ago when it was only open for a few hours a day to help people get out of the cold. But they started to notice that they needed the shelter to be open every night. This is the second year they've been open from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
It's a scary time when the temperatures dip below freezing. So we will always be open anytime the temperatures dip below freezing.
She says people can come in and spend the night if they need to and leave at any time. The warming shelter includes places to rest, movies, all recovery meetings, and Bible study.
And giving people a place to come in, warm up, rest, read, get something hot to eat, drink some coffee, and just be family.
Star says they don't only help get people out of the cold, they also help people in need during a crisis. People like Sarah Frazee, whose house started on fire while her and her family were out fishing back in October.
We got a call from our neighbor and he said that our house was on fire.
They lost everything. The shelter was able to help her family with clothing and warming supplies. Sarah says that took a load off of them trying to take care of their children and dealing with the situation.
They've been very nice to us. They had let us pick out some clothes and be able to have a place to stay if we needed one. And we've been very grateful for everything.
Travis Thompson says 2 years ago, he and his family were evicted from the place they were living. He says his wife at the time and 3 kids were kicked out on the streets in the middle of winter, and he lost his kids due to being homeless. He says he also was battling addiction after that. That's when he found the warming shelter.
At the time, I was lost, broken, and alone.
Travis says the shelter is where he found his sobriety. He credits the shelter for helping him find his direction again. Now he has a job, a place to stay with his kids, and he also volunteers at the shelter.
There's no doubt in my mind that it's saved lives. It's helped save my life. I ended up getting my kids back 3 months ago, thank God for that. And it's due to this place and just finding the refuge and the fellowship here.
Reporting in Pocatello, I'm Deanne Coffin, KPVI, news that works for you. The Refuge Warming Shelter is always looking for monetary donations and warm clothing items, including hats, scarves, and gloves. The Refuge is located at 309 North Garfield behind Pocatello High School.